No, she didn't.
I know she's getting them.
This is an extra script. I believe it was an extra copy.
Erin, you can say my part.
So you need to say nice and loud. Look over first. Come here first. Look over what
Yeah.
Hermana, sí, pero es difícil, pero así te puedo.
Yeah, she was the one.
and my friends, my singers.
No, I meant Hello, friends and family. Welcome to our show of the Constitution Convention. Pardon me, but what odd clothes you are all wearing. We've never seen such garb before. Anyway, sit back and relax. This is bound to be quite a show. Welcome our delegates with a warm round of applause.
On September 3, 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed, officially ending the American Revolution. 13 colonies had won their independence from England. A new country was born.
The new country was called the United States of America, but it was not united. Each state had its own leaders and its own government. The states were like 13 separate countries.
We're on our own now.
Shouldn't someone be in charge?
We just got rid of King George. We don't want anyone telling us what to do. I'll make my own decisions. Thank you very much.
The country operated under a document called the Articles of Confederation. This political system gave the national government very little power. Each state took care of its own business.
But without a strong national government, the states had problems.
When I go to Rhode Island, they will take my money.
Of course not. Your money is worthless here.
Then how can we do business with each other?
Don't we need free to trade? Who can negotiate for all of us?
How can we decide once in a while who owns what? New Hampshire is trying to claim land that belongs to me!
Not true. That land belongs to me. Maybe it's time we sat down to talk about things.
In September 1786, delegates from Pennsylvania, Delaware, Virginia, New Jersey, and New York gathered in Annapolis, Maryland. They discussed the problems among the states and identified what had to be done.
The Articles of Confederation make the national government helpless and hopeless. We need a government that works. But we only have 5 states represented here. What can we do? We can call another convention. We can ask everyone to come and help revise the Articles of Confederation. That's an excellent idea. Let's meet in Philadelphia or the same hall the Declaration of Independence is signed.
The convention began on May 25th, 1787. 12 states sent delegates.
But not me. I don't want anything to do with this suspicious nonsense.
Virginia had an idea so different, it would have to replace the Articles of Confederation rather than revise them.
I am proud to propose the Virginia plan. It's a government with 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. I see the plan also calls for a 2-house legislative. Is that a good idea? Sure. The number of delegates will be based on the population. What's wrong with that? If you have more delegates, you'll have more votes than I do. But you're not even half my size. Why should you have the same number of votes?
Without equal representation, my votes will be ignored.
The big states and small states argued for weeks. Delegates became discouraged.
If we can't agree on anything, how can we save one country?
But we could have even bigger problems if we break apart.
Will the United States of America ever survive?
Fortunately, the Connecticut delegation came to the rescue.
I have an idea. The House of Representatives can be based on the population. The Senate can have 2 delegates for every state.
So every state, no matter how small, will have 2 votes in the Senate.
But states with more people will have more delegates in the House of Representatives.
I can live with that.
I can too.
A major hurdle had been overcome. The delegates now had a framework for a new constitution. But there were still many other decisions to be made.
How long should the president's term in office be?
What should Congress be in charge of?
What about the power? Who will have the most? The President, Congress, or the Supreme Court?
What if Congress passes bad laws? How will we stop them?
Hold on. If someone has too much power, we're right back where we started, fighting tyranny.
The powers among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches were carefully separated and balanced in the new Constitution.
I won't sign this document if you take away all my power. What about my state government?
Calm down! Still allows us to make laws to meet the local needs of our people.
But the Constitution will be the supreme law of the land, and we won't be allowed to pass a law that conflicts with it.
The delegates worried about many details of the new government. In the end, they realized that no document could be made perfect for all generations.
We need a way to make amendments to the Constitution that don't take. Wait. We need a way to make amendments to the Constitution to take care of problems that don't exist yet.
True, but if we all have to agree on each change, we could be in for big trouble.
Because it would be nearly impossible to get unanimous approval for all changes, the Constitution says amendments become law if ratified by 3/4 of the states.
On September 17, 1787, the United States Constitution was signed by representatives of 12 states. The ratification process was lengthy, but eventually all 13 states approved the Constitution. A new government was born.
The United States of America, united at last and ready to govern ourselves. That's mine.
Hey, learn about the USA. In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers did agree to write a list of principles for keeping people free. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out, the things that we shouldn't be.
And they put those principles down on paper and called it the Constitution, and it's been helping us run our country ever since then.
The first part of the Constitution is called the Preamble. It tells what those founding fathers set out to do.
We the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. In 1787, I'm told our founding fathers all sat down and wrote a list of principles that's known the world around. The USA was just starting out a whole brand new country, and so our people spelled it out. They wanted a land of liberty,
And the preamble goes like this.
we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, to ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America, for the United States of America.
It's been a blast. Am I